Plans to cook dinner tonight? Just cancel them. We're telling you now. Restaurant Week is in full swing with more than 40 of Madison's finest taking part.
I was a little distracted during weather. We were thinking about Ruth's Chris Steakhouse over in Middleton. Up early this morning with us is General Manager Lee Drapp. Lee, how are you this morning?
A little cloudy, but great, thank you.
A little cloudy. Hey, so let's talk about Restaurant Week. What's on the menu at Ruth's Chris? Steak, I hope.
Well, steaks, of course. We couldn't do without them. We have great items, 3 choices to choose from all around. Today we're going to present our cream spinach, but you know, there's 3 different choices. We start out with the salads and soup selections. We have lobster bisque. We also have Caesar salad, our house salad, and our great entrees, of course, are filet mignon, and we also have a walleye, and in addition to that, we have chicken, or excuse me, it's not walleye, almond-crusted tilapia. And then one of our side dishes that you get is mashed potatoes, sautéed mushrooms, also cream spinach, and this is one of our Louisiana favorites. Ruth, our founder of Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, makes a legendary dish in cream spinach, delicious with mashed potatoes, and of course a nice juicy USDA prime steak.
Lee, what is it about? Oh, I'm sorry. What is it? I was going to ask you. You know, Lee, that I love the cream spinach over there. You know, we're not going to. I'm not going to hide anything here, you know. But what is it? I mean, your cream spinach is one of the most popular dishes there on your menu. So what is it about it?
Well, I think it's just, you know, it's, gosh darn it, I don't like saying it, but it's really just cream and butter and spinach, and it's all that good stuff that everybody likes. You know, we're really a simple restaurant. You know, we're extravagant in the way we present ourselves, but really we're just a meat and potato and good stuff like wholesome food like cream spinach.
And of course, you guys are known for your steaks in terms of, you know, they can't give away the secret recipe.
It's patent.
But it's like grilled, and then it's got some butter. I know there's butter involved in baking it, and it gets right to the heart, you know. But it is literally. But it is good stuff. And you know, what are you allowed to say about what makes those steaks so special?
Well, I think, you know, we serve the best steaks that money can buy. It's the top 2% of the grade of all of the steak out in the country. And, you know, they're hand-selected steaks. And, you know, we pay for them, and there's a little bit of an upper price for everybody to pay on that, but certainly not in Restaurant Week. We give you the opportunity to try those great steaks at a really reasonable price.
All right, so what are you in the process here of the cream spinach stuff here?
Well, yeah, this is the cream spinach that the chef's making right now. And what he's making is he's making a roux. It's an important step when you're making cream spinach. This recipe here is for about 10 to 12 people. But this right here in this item here is the roux. And this is a combination of the flour, a combination of white pepper and salt, and also butter. And once it gets to a certain thickness, as you see right here, you want it a little lightly brown, just enough thickness where it's all adhering to it. If you look in the other pan, it takes a little while for that to kind of condition itself to get more of this thickness that the chef has prepared here. Once that's prepared, then he'll slowly start adding cream and also the spinach. And it's really a simple dish, but certainly delightful.
Well, Lee, thank you so much for being part of Madison Magazine's Restaurant Week. I think it's a tremendous value to be able to get this stuff at Ruth's Chris for the price that Restaurant Week offers. So thank you so much for being up early, cooking with us this morning.
Well, and I hope to see you here soon, both of you.
We will do our best to get there. We know that.
Thank
you very much.
All right, up next on News 3 this morning, we're going to get a report on your morning commute from Pat Gallagher.
And there's more details on Restaurant Week. $15 for lunch, $25 for dinner. And finally up at this time of day where it's like,
you probably haven't seen a sunrise in how long?
Long
18
time.
years?
Long time. And to finally, you know, to throw it in the backyard weather patio when it's still dark, it's a little, and then you hear the birds chirping.
Yeah, that's kind of shocking for you as well, right? Shock to the system?
Yeah, because the birds don't chirp for Canalti on the backyard patio, only for Hattie. That's the Hattie-O patio.
Well, she's also Snow White. That's another story we'll get you familiar with later.
I'm not sure with that one. Anyway, it's known for its sizzling butter-topped beef that simply melts in your mouth. We are talking about Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton. They are just one of the many places taking part in Madison Magazine's Restaurant Week this week. And here with a look at what's on the menu is the General Manager, Lee Drapp. Good morning, Lee.
Good morning.
All right, so tell us about what we can expect at your restaurant this week.
Well, of course, you'll experience a fabulous dining experience, but the food is part of that. We have 3 choices of every particular course, and you start out with the lobster bisque from a choice of also our steakhouse salad or our Caesar salad, and you have one of those choices of those 3. Then you go right into the entrees, And we have the chicken, which is a stuffed chicken breast, almond-crusted tilapia with a lemon beurre blanc, and then, of course, our legendary steaks, the filet mignon. For side dishes, you have mashed potatoes, sautéed mushrooms, and what Chef Trinidad was just preparing in the back for us earlier, the cream spinach, which I highly recommend. With the mashed potatoes, it's not a good diet, but it's certainly delicious when you're trying it. For dessert, we have a chocolate mousse, chocolate cup. It's in a Godiva cup with whipped cream, and then we also have fresh berries and cream. And then one of Ruth Fertel's other legendary items is the bread pudding with a whiskey cream sauce. You also have 3 choices of wine to choose from, but we have a large, extensive wine list to choose from as well. And we can order off the menu in addition to that as well.
Restaurant Weekly really gives folks that maybe aren't willing to maybe spend the Ruth's Chris, to spend that kind of money. Absolutely. What you offer them this week is the flavor of Ruth's Chris at a really good value.
Yeah, and we take that at heart in our community. I mean, a lot of people may not afford that, and they heard about Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. Sometimes it can be a little bit fluffed, inflated to the fact that they think it's too expensive. But today we certainly, or this week, we certainly offer at a value price. But you know, we have other times on our through the week we offer great value, including our Ruth's Hour, which is our happy hour, half-price appetizers, great drink specials, Sunday celebration. But look at our website, our local website, ruthschrismadison.com.
Lee, can you talk again about what makes those steaks just so darn good?
Well, you know, the chef is really the key to that. He's the best I know I've ever been around, and a great man at that. But, you know, we do serve, again, the top 2% steak. We serve them on a 500-degree, or we cook them at 1,500 degrees, but we serve them actually, we weren't able to get that sizzle out of it now but for the preparation purposes, but each plate comes out on a 500-degree sizzling plate, and we put a touch of butter to just make sure we have that sizzle. So it's a high-end fajita.
Well, it is absolutely delicious. If you've never had the opportunity to taste or sample that Ruth's Chris steak, this would be the week to do it. Lee, Trinidad, thank you very much for being up early with us this morning and sharing a little flavor of Ruth's Chris with us.
Thank you, and Eric, appreciate it, and Charlotte too, and everyone, say hello when you come in. Love to see you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lee.
I know you always do, don't you?
You got to wrap that up. To go, please.
Yeah. Awesome stuff.
Thanks, Lee.
Just call my name. Yep, absolutely.
All right.
Restaurant Week runs through Friday, and here's the value I was talking about here through Madison Magazine Restaurant Week. Lunch starts at just $15, dinner at $25, and if you want to see all the restaurants that are taking part, head to MadisonRestaurantWeek.com.
And you can easily drop $100 just for dinner there.
Yeah. But
so
you know
this is a great value.
It's a treat. It's one of those things you go for a special occasion.
Oh, absolutely.
Worth every penny.